What's up, Moeoers? I've been talking about recognizing your emotions and being aware of your emotions, and I've made it a practice the last week or so to run through Honor Heights Park and stop at various places in the middle of my run, which is something I used to never do, and just spend about 10 minutes sitting in silence, listening, oftentimes closing my eyes and just listening, sometimes looking around, trying to be aware of what's around. And one thing that's definitely true is there are so many things we miss that are so simple but so beautiful just because of the busyness in our mind. Our lives run at warp speed, and trying to keep up with that, our mind just goes crazy, just trying to keep up with things that we need to do, with things that we're thinking about, with ideas. And if we never take the time to just stop and close our eyes and listen and let our mind be still, then we'll miss out on so many things that are so incredible to us, that change our lives, that affect our lives. Just taking time to stop and just to think in your mind. Right now I'm sitting by the waterfall in Honor Heights, which I've run up and down these steps hundreds of times in my life, thousands of times. But very, very few times have I just stopped by myself and sit beside the waterfall and listen to the water. Just a few minutes ago, I was just down the hill and I was sitting on a rock and just spent about 10 minutes just listening quietly. And it had rained earlier today, and there's a lot of water hanging on the leaves. And as I sat there, as the wind blew, I could hear the water droplets fall from the leaves and hit the ground beside me. And running through the park, walking through the park, talking, listening to music or whatever, I would have never heard that. And it's such a simple thing, but what it brought to my mind is that there are so many ideas, so many motivations, so many inspirations that are in your mind that you never see, that you never hear, that are never brought into reality because we don't take the time to listen. And so if we can take the time to stop and listen to something simple, like a waterfall running down the hill, or like rain dripping off the leaves as the wind blows, that's so simple in our environment. How much more could we grasp if we just took the time to just stop and to close our eyes and just think, just let our mind go free and just listen to what God's trying to say to us, to inspiration, to ideas. And then when we recognize those things, if we learn how to train ourselves to react to that and reinvest that into our lives and other people's lives, the magnitude of the difference we can make would be amazing. So I challenge you today, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, stop. Just for 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, if you can, 10 minutes, and just listen. Just let your mind go free and just listen to what God has to say to you today. I feel like there's so many things that God has tried to tell me over the years that I either didn't hear or didn't comprehend just because I had too much busyness in my mind. So take that time today, take that challenge, and make the most of that opportunity. Moeo everywhere we go.